Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to the channel. So we're 1 week further from YCS London and a lot of things have happened ever since. First of all, my channel grew a little bit, like times 3 I think. We're at 160 subs right now. I want to thank you all for for all the support. A lot of people have been reaching out, a lot of people have been mentioning my video, stuff like that. It's really awesome to hear stuff like that, and thank you guys for supporting me. So I'm back now with a kind of discussion video. I just went to a regional, and of course after the YCS a lot of things happened. I want to talk about the deck, I want to talk about my experiences after the ban list and the London event, and how my regional went. So as you all know, Sky Striker won the event, which is kind of bad news for Guru. So I wanted to take my deck list, and I thought a lot about it, because I wanted to use Thomas Rose's advice for going back to 40 cards, because even the 1 card makes all the difference. And I wanted to prepare for a striker back row matchup, which is where the format is going. So I tested out a lot of things, and the only thing I could really cut out of my deck was Final Battle, so I cut it down from 3 to 2. A lot of people have been playing 2 anyway. I personally was a big fan of the 3, because if you draw it you don't have to search it, and if there are so many plays with the second Final Battle, which comes up a lot. So it was really kind of a step to take to put it to 2. But I think it's a good thing. At least we're back at 40. I didn't know what other cards to cut, because I did like the 2 to 2 ratio with the strikes and the judgments, etc. I do notice that I'm still making some misplays, because I expect the third Final Battle to be there, but it isn't. But it hasn't really come up yet that I really missed the third one. So what other people have been testing as well is Compulse. Some people have been played it before. I have never really liked it. I always thought it just was bad. But after the popularity hit in London, I just had to check it out. And I found that the card was basically a worse Crackdown a lot of the time. I'd rather steal a Galatea or a Colossus than bounce it back to the hand. Some people prefer Compulse because it doesn't die to back row removal, but usually people shotgun back row removal anyway, like Twin Twister, stuff like that. They usually want to clear out all your things before you actually have a timing to respond to it. And Compulse dies to that as well, so I don't really see the point in that. I think that the utility of Crackdown overvalues Compulse in Subterrors in every way possible, because we just have the extra deck room to link it away or to make a Dingirsu over it, and we can Book of Moon our Colossus that we steal and then use the Colossus and attack with it, which comes up often as well. So I just personally think that Crackdown is just the way to go, and I don't think Compulse has a place in a deck like this. I think it's better in Striker, because you need a clear monster zone, of course. But in Subterrors, there's no real use to it. So here's the new list, basically. As you see, we're back to 40 cards. We only cut the Final Battle. After the main deck, I worked on the side deck. I found it not really, I found Super Poly not that good in the side deck, so I just cut it, and I haven't missed it ever since. And I swapped the targets in the extra deck for something that might come up eventually. I have Black Rose in there as kind of a meme, because Ash plus Guru is Black Rose. I updated the Crackdown targets, like the 2 Kanyas and the 2 Dingirsus. And basically the rest is memes. You can summon Heretic Spheres, but it doesn't come up. I do think you need to play the Blackluster, and I do think that the Phoenix is in there for the right reasons as well. Although it hasn't come up, it might sometime, I personally don't, But hey, we need an extra deck for the pot, so we might as well just play 15 cards anyway. The side deck, not much to talk. Well, actually, let's talk about that. I still play the Shifters, because I think that the Shifter is insane. I still play the Phantasmace, and I still play the Nibiru's. But because of the popularity of back row decks and Striker coming up again, I just wanted to be prepared for those matchups. My 2 Cyclones in my main deck weren't enough, so I added the third one to the side deck. And I still think that is the most important card in there. because Cyclone is just the best card in the game right now for back row removal, since you can banish the Crescendo, which is important, and you can banish the Rage and the Roar from Salamangreat, which also comes up as well. But I didn't just want to leave it at the 3 Cosmics. I also opted to play 2 Heavy Storm Dusters in the side, just for Sky Striker decks, stuff like that. Everything that has back row, this card comes up, it's great. I also added the 3rd Judgment for similar reasons, to stop those decks. And the last card I wanted to test out was Get Out. While I do love it on paper, in practice it just hasn't come up yet. So for now they're my flex spots, and maybe I'll change them around, not sure. I'm happy about the other side deck. Nibiru came up at the regional, Phantasma as well, Shifter as well. I surprisingly didn't face any back row decks, but we'll talk about that later. So yeah, round 1 of my regional, I played against Muskets, and I lost, which kind of sucks, but you know, it happens. I went against my friend Robin, and game 1 I just did my thing, and game 2 he did his thing. And next to that, I had a bye. So round 2 I had a bye, which was kind of weird, because I don't usually have buys, because I usually kind of arrogance, but I usually win. So it was really weird to have to bye and just to sit. But besides that, round 3 I faced Orcust, and my deck just worked like it should work, and I just beat him. Round 4 I met my teammate Nick, who played Orcust as well, and after quote-unquote sacking me, he beat me because he just had everything. Like game 1 he had Mind Control, Instant Fusion, game 2 as well, and my hands just weren't that great, so sadly it happened. Round 5 I played against Pendulum, I played against Endymion Control, which was a real close game, since my deck can't really out the Endymion with a counter on it, so game 1 took a long time, and game 2 and 3 I beat him. Funny thing, in game 3 I activated Final Battle, he chained Red Reboot, I chained Solemn Judgment, he chained Red Reboot, and I chained a Judgment again, which was kind of insane, so thank you, shout out to Sam for the incredible fun game. And round 6 I faced plain old Salamangreat, which really isn't hard for my deck, so I just beat him. Game 2, Phantasma's came in clutch, and then Nibiru came in clutch, and that was basically it for that game. So the regionals in the Netherlands aren't that strong, or aren't that big. We had 33 participants, which isn't a lot. So even with my X2, I still managed to be 8th at this regional, with the deck list shown before. So yeah, I do get the playmat. I don't really feel like I deserve it. You know, I feel really weird about this tournament. It doesn't feel like I really did anything. But I had lots of fun, and I was overall happy with the deck. I do like the way it's built right now. So I do want to give a quick shout out here to Kenneth Cantu, who went 7-0 with this incredible spicy deck. I saw that at the Subterror page, and I just had to share it with you guys, because I really just loved what he was doing. He's playing Wind Witches in there, and for those of you that don't know what the Wind Witches are, you have the level 3 that you can see in the middle right there. So if you control no monsters, you can summon her from your hand, and then you can summon the level 4 from the deck. And when they are summoned, you cannot special summon any monsters for the rest of this turn, except wind monsters. But you only will summon wind monsters after, because Subterror doesn't summon anything. And you still can normal summon, so you can still play with your Guru. And when the level 4 is summoned, you can add the level 1. And the level 1 says that you can special summon it when there are 2 winds on the field. So then you can summon the level 1 as well. And the level 1 is a small kind of gimmick to it. If you use it for a synchro summon, the synchro summoned monster cannot be destroyed by battle, or it cannot be destroyed by card effects, my bad. So what you do is you summon level 3, summon level 4, summon the level 1, you link it, or you synchro summon it to the synchro 7 of the Wind Witches, or to Clear Wing Fast, that's in there as well. And then with the level 1 you summon it to Crystal Wing, so now you have a monster negation that can kick over your opponent's monster because it steals attack, and it cannot be destroyed by card effects, which is quite fucking nice, if I say so myself. So I really love this. Furthermore, he's playing Super Polymane. I haven't seen his side deck yet, but I figure there are some other cards in there as well. No, there can only be one because it contradicts the Wind Witches, and he's playing Hand Traps, which is kind of nice. So I just wanted to give Kenneth a shout out. So thank you for letting me share your deck, because I think it's really spicy. And yeah, so that was the video. I have another regional in 2 weeks. as of now, I'm gonna stop playing Guru at local since I'm kind of tired of the deck after playing it for 5-6 tournaments straight. I also played it at locals because I wanted to test a new list, and I won 2 locals, which is nice. The deck is still great. I still love it, you know, but it's get kind of tiresome. I want to test some other stuff out right now. But I have a regional coming up, and I'll probably play it there because the deck is just insane. So yeah, that was the video. Did you like it? If you did, please leave a like. I plan to post some card discussion videos later, focusing on single cards like Compulsion Crackdown. And if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, what kind of content are you looking for? Because I am looking for content to post, because I don't want to be an exclusive Subterror channel. Which it does sound nice, because now I can say, please Subterror to my channel. And if that didn't cringe you out, then I don't know what did. Later this week I will be uploading a 100 sub special, and I still haven't found out what that would be, because it's really hard to top the cringe hotel video that I did, which was really fun, and I loved everyone's reaction to that. But we need to top that off, so it's going to be a mission to just find something else to post. So yeah, I want to thank you guys again for your support, and thank you for making this shit possible for me. I really enjoy it, and I hope to see you guys later.